Welcome to part 2 of our library orientation. Part 2 is going to discuss the most frequently used options for doing your search. We talked about the catalogs and the books. We've discussed mobile catalogs. Let's look at articles and databases. Our databases that are available to you as a student in the IECC colleges is extensive. We have several, we have various. They're connected sometimes to programs. We have nursing videos, we have criminal justice videos, lots of different videos. If you don't know a specific database that you want to do a search in, I encourage you to go to the EBSCO host database. You'll notice this database has databases within it. You can go to each one of these and choose to search in them, one of the most popular being ERIC. But for this purpose, we're going to select them all, and we're going to push continue. We're going to put our familiar term of ducks up in our search category, and we'll see what kind of results we get. When we've searched just ducks, we see we get a search result of 950,171. So we'll need to do some refining of this search. Take a look at this page really quick and you can see all kinds of different things on here. You'll notice that we've already clicked into having the full text available to us. So we have our PDFs, our HTML available to us. Let's look and see what else we can do. We can limit our searches to only peer-reviewed articles. So let's go ahead and add that. But first let me take a brief moment to tell you about a peer-reviewed article. Peer-reviewed is a term we give to those articles that primarily appear in a scholarly publication such as a journal. They're judged by a panel, typically at least 3 people, including the editor, that include experts in the field. These articles are judged using criteria such as factually accurate, as well as being a contribution to the field. Often they are blind reviewed, meaning all the information is removed and the reviewers have only the information in the article to judge. So that's something we need to add to our search options, and we're going to refine it. We're going to bring it down to 57,000. So we're getting a little bit closer to what we need. Let's go up here and let's add a phrase to here. You can use 3 different words to help refine your search. You can use and, not, or. So right now we're going to tell it that we don't want to know about water. We just want to know about ducks. And that's going to bring our search down a little bit. We're going to drop about 20,000 resources. So we're down to 31,000. So let's go down to the bottom at the limit to options. And we see that bottom option is our publication date. Often an instructor will ask that you have a reference no older than 10 years. So let's go ahead and make that one part of our filter and put it at 2000, no later than 2005. And that drops our results by about half. But we can do better, we think. Let's go ahead and make that option no older than 5 years old. So now we're down to 9,000. So we take a look at the things that we have, and we've decided that maybe what we'd really like to know about is waterfowl, not necessarily just ducks. So we're going to add another term that would give us, and it needs to include geese. So we have ducks, not water, and geese. So our search is going to have to include both ducks and geese. So let's see what happens to those. Now we're down to 837. We could continue refining this search, or we could go ahead and look at the top list here and see if there's something in here we might like to read about. Maybe we want to read about the viruses that are part of the domestic ducks in southern China. This is the way in which this article is going to have appeared in the journal. And that one just doesn't seem to be what we need. So let's go back. Let's find another one. We're interested in viruses that ducks might have had. So let's click into this, the PDF. And this is the way this is going to have appeared in a journal. So we read through this article and we decide that in fact it is something that we'd like to use. So we go over to the right hand side and we see several different options. The first one is to print this. The second one is to email it to ourselves. We can add it to a folder. These are different ways in which we can get the information. We might need to use a citation option. We'll come back to that in just a second. We might want to export it. We may want to add it as a link, or we might want to share it. These are different options available to us to gather that information. Once we've gathered it, we need to cite it. So we're going to click into that citation option. And you'll see up here there's different formats that it lists. We have APA and we have MLA, which are the two most frequently used formats. Pay special attention to where the periods are, where the commas are in each of these formats. It's very important. So that's a brief look at how to use the data, the articles and database. So let's go back up. Let's look at our last option that we're going to explore, our WorldCat. So we get into WorldCat and we see that we're looking at everything. We can look at books, DVDs, CDs, or articles. So we're going to click into articles. That's all we want to look at. So we can limit it to a journal or a magazine, but we don't have one specific in mind. So we're going to do that search just in their articles. And we see they have 83,000. So let's see if we might find another way to bring this down. So we have our field up here to put our keyword in. So let's click into our advanced search, see if we can narrow that down. So we're going to click in there and put ducks as our word. And we're going to add all those phrases that we had, ducks, not water, and geese. We're going to tell it that we want it to be from 2010 to 2015. We want it to be a non-juvenile audience. We want it to be nonfiction. We want it to be articles. And we want it to be in English. So let's search that. So we brought it down to 554. So now we can go through and start looking. And we're back to more information about viruses. So let's click into that one. So this looks like something we'd like to read about. So we're going to bring that article down. We're going to look at it. We may want to print it. We might want to email it, share it, or link it. Again, we have our citation. We can find the APA citation, the MLA citation. We have all these different options available to us. So let's click out of that. And let's go back once again to our help page. And we find that we can find our citation resources along this page by going through different generators that we have linked to our website. So once again, let's take a quick look at our information, how you can reach us. Our library hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30. Our phone number is 618-395-7777. Extension is 2262. My information, Heather's information are on our page. And if there's any way in which we can help you, please call us. You can email us. You can make an appointment to come in. We're here to help, and we'd like to see you in the library. Thank you very much for your time.